welcome and welcome back. My name is Raquelle. Thank you so much for clicking on the video. I appreciate you. You're supposed to be here. Okay, as you can see by the title of the video, I'm just going to be going and doing a get ready with me and chatting about some of my favorite products of 2019. The look that I came up with today is a soft glam look. Now I went ahead and I recorded this right now at this time because moving into 2020 with my how-to videos, I really want to introduce you guys or reintroduce you into some products that have really improved themselves over an entire year's time. So if I'm suggesting something to you that is a little bit pricey, I can honestly speak from experience. All of 2019 that I use the product, that the product works and it is worth your money. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive right in. So, alright, this video is going to be about my favorites of 2019 and yeah, I'm just gonna do a soft glam. Everyone's been talking about soft glam lately like it's some type of new thing, and I basically have been doing soft glam for about 3 or 4 years. So I mean, whatever, to each its own. So soft glam is just basically your everyday look. It's not the no makeup look, but it's just like having a little bit of makeup, and I guess it's supposed to be very matte. So I'm going to be picking up my Precisely My Brow Pencil, and this is by Benefit Cosmetics, and I am in the shade 4.5. This is my favorite brow pencil of them all. Number one. Out of everything, this is number one. It's not too waxy. It has a very fine tip, and it just, you know, it just works well. I think I went through about 5 or 6 of these last year, and I always bought the kit that came with the Gimme Brow Gel, so like I went through a lot of them last year, and now I'm stocked and I'm voila. Alright, so brows are did, and now I go ahead and take my favorite eyelid primer, which would be the Anastasia Beverly Hills Eyelid Primer. They did their thing with this primer. I think I mentioned this in one of my favorites. A little bit goes a long way. Such an opaque eyeshadow primer. It's just amazing for every single eyeshadow formula. I had a few favorite palettes this past year, and I'm just gonna show you them, and I'm gonna use one. So I would say my number one most used palette of 2019 was the Pretty Mess by Too Faced, and I just used it. I like to keep my palettes pretty, which is probably why it looks so, like, you know, kind of not used, but I use this so much for everyday soft glam in 2019. It is limited edition, so it's not available anymore, but I absolutely loved it. Really liked that purchase. Of course, Jackie Aina's palette is very good as well. And then recently, towards the end of 2019, fell in love with this. I used this, I started using this a lot, and I've been using it every day so far in 2000. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and actually pick up the Too Faced Pretty Mess because I really feel like this is an essential soft glam. There's nothing too deep, just very everyday. So I'm gonna go ahead and mix Close Off with Show and Tell and start pressing that into my lid, my crease, and blending up. And I'm using a base shadow brush by Real Techniques. Alright, so with that same brush, I'm gonna go ahead and pick up the shade. It's called Fuck Frugal. Excuse my French, but that's what it's called. I'm just gonna go ahead and start working that. And this is like a mauve color. As you can see, I'm making a V, going a little bit onto the lash line, and then back into the crease. Alright, so I pretty much carved out where I want to place the lid shadow. So I'm going to be picking up the shade Show and Tell with the medium sweeper by Sigma Beauty, the E54. I'm just going to start placing this right in the middle of the lid. Just a very matte taupe color. Taupe? How do you say it? Y'all know what I mean. And then I'm going to be blending that back into F Frugal. So now I'll be taking Lap of Luxury with that same brush and just putting that the rest of the lid. very pretty, very matte, very every single day. Alright, so my favorite primer from 2019, from 2018, from 2016, from 2015 has and will probably always be the Becca Ever Matte Priming Perfector. It just does something for my skin. It just creates the perfect barrier. And I have already gone ahead and moisturized my face. And then you always work this into the skin by pressing it in. You want to pat it in. You do not want to rub it in, otherwise it will roll off of your skin. Now for foundation. Y'all, my favorite foundation for 2019 definitely was the Shiseido Synchro Skin Foundation. I don't know what they did with this formula, but it just is such a great formula. I stan this, and it is a little bit pricey. It's Shiseido. It is luxury. It is the bee's knees, you know, like a bit of all right. It is what you want. This is bomb, and I have combination skin. This keeps me matte. This keeps, it doesn't oxidize, it doesn't move, it stays all day. It just gives a velvety, silky finish. It's not too drying. It's everything you would want in a foundation. And you go ahead and you shake it, and I just really like it. And I used it so much. I love it so much. Worth the investment. I stand. Try the Synchro Skin Shiseido Foundation. Bomb. My favorite foundation brush was actually the Moda. I don't know what number this is, but this brush is so good, y'all. I got this in a BoxyCharm. It just blends out so effortlessly, and it's like affordable. That was my favorite one. Y'all know I love my beauty blender, but this one was really good. We just go ahead and work this into the skin. Love this stuff. A little bit does go a long way, and I like to use a brush with this foundation. I find that since it is more liquidy, it's going to absorb into the beauty blender. But now, I would say I have a lot of favorite concealers. I'm kind of obsessed with concealers. I found out like I really like concealers, so it was kind of hard to pick. I guess to the top two, I would say. So my favorite concealer, okay, not top two. My favorite concealer of 2019 was the Shape Tape by Tarte Cosmetics in the shade Tan. I love this concealer. I bought like 3 of them. I went through 3 last year, and I just really love it. I just always pick it up. This is the concealer I'll take with me on vacation because I just know that it's going to work well no matter what. So yeah, I would say this Shape Tape. If you haven't tried it, I mean, some people love it, some people hate it, but for me, I definitely really love it. Alright, so we're all blended out, and if you want to have like a really detailed how to highlight and contour, I just went ahead and uploaded that. I'm going to be having a how-to series. I just wanted to go ahead and get my 2019 favorites out, just in case you guys are looking for some products that were really good, that were tested out for an entire year, you know, things that you should invest your money in. That's why I wanted to get this video out. But the how-to series is going to continue. You can go ahead and click on that if you want to know exactly how I highlight and contour. Alright, so my favorite cream contour of 2019 was definitely the Huda Beauty Tantour. Now this is a very unique formula. It's not like a regular you know, cream contour. It's not super dark. I got the shade medium, and it's darker, and it's just kind of like a mousse formula that just kind of melts into your skin but still creates the shadow for a contour. It's really unique, and I just really like it. I figured out how to work with it. I've been using my Sigma Flac Buki 480 Air, and just dipping into that and then like putting that into my skin has just been working like, just been blending like a dream. Like seriously, no harsh lines or anything. It's so bomb, honestly. As you can see, like it creates a shadow, but it's like not too intense. This is my favorite powder. I love the way it sets. I love the way it stays for hours and hours. Like I was at work and like nothing happened. And then I started like getting a weird under eye when I start switching and using other powders. But this one, first of all, it smells so good. It has Huda Beauty's signature scent that a lot of people complain about. Like, you're not used to the bougie life. Don't come over here with your expectations and things you don't know. Like, this is high quality. So I always reblend out a little bit more before I apply it. But it's such a perfect It's the perfect yellow for my skin tone, and the formula is just bomb. Right, so my favorite face powders, it's one of two. The only reason I'm giving you two options because one is a loose powder and one is pressed powder. So I like the ColourPop medium deep. It was really, really good. Like, I hadn't been using it for a while, but then I went to start using it again. It just set so well, and I really liked it. The one that I used mostly was the Kat Von D. So right now, I always went back and forth between the new formula and the old formula. I'm trying to use up the old formula. The old shade was medium 62, but the new shade is tan deep 185. And if you've watched me before, you've seen me use it. These are the only face powders that I use. I do really like the MAC face powders. I just haven't made it into a MAC store. Maybe I'll start branching out and using more MAC this year, because I like MAC, but there's nothing wrong with MAC. I just never get to a store. So yeah, I'll probably start using more MAC this year. But yeah, I really love Kat Von D's powder formulas. They're just like seriously powder foundation. Like, it can cover dark spots, and it just sets my face and stays all day. Favorite contour would have to be the True Complexion by Black Radiance. This is the contour that I go to. It is so bomb. I've gone through like two of these. I went through two of these last year. And this Fenty, now this is a bronzer, but I use it as a contour because it's the deepest shade, and it is the Mocha Mommy. Such a beautiful contour shade for me. Has kind of a red tinge to it, and it's just so beautiful. It's just so bomb. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love both of these. So I went back and forth between these two. I went through like two of these, and I went through two of these year. Onto blush. My favorite blush palette was the Natasha Denona Bloom palette. Now this baby is used and abused. Oh my god. I love the highlighter. I love the formula. I used this so much in 2019. It's like a cream, and you just press it. And it's so freaking pretty, y'all. Oh my god. Or my Wet n Wild. So I used both of these equally in 2019. One is a felt, one is a tip, a brush tip. So it's just whatever I feel like using that day. But those are like the only liners that I used outside of my Inglot that always dries up, and I never can find it. So I just stopped buying Inglot for right now. Now onto highlighter. I kind of already think you guys know what I'm going to talk about. I've been using this and using this and using it ever since it came out. That would be the Anastasia Beverly Hills So Hollywood Loose Highlighter. Y'all, this was my absolute favorite. I use this all the time. It's going to be a long time before something like tops this, because this is just my like universal go-to. Love it. So pretty. You don't need too much, so the product lasts a long time. Alright, so my favorite brow setter was the Gimme Brow in 4.5. I just like the way that it built up the fluffiness and set my brows all day, and I use this all year. My favorite liner is the Benefit Highbrow, and this just is the perfect nude liner. I've been using this for a long time. I really like this. Alright, so we are all lined, and this is like the look that I had worn every single day. So taking that same brush that I had using F Frugal, I'm just going to take whatever is left on the brush and sweep underneath my eye. I would have to say my favorite mascara of 2019 that I used and repurchased was the Big Monsieur, and these are samples. I got 3 free samples because I had run out, but I just love how wet the mascara is, and it doesn't dry out and it doesn't flake, and it really elongates my lashes. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply some mascara. That mascara really lifts the lashes, builds volume. It's very black, and I really like it. So my favorite setting spray of 2019 was the Dewy Set by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I was pleasantly impressed by this. I didn't know that I ever needed like a dewy set. I always thought that I needed like a mattifying face mist, and this just really sets your makeup, and it just gives kind of a soft, matte, dewy, luminous feel. So I use this. I literally only have about this much left. Seriously, I'll go ahead and repurchase it. It has a vanilla coconut scent. This has been abused. Thank you so much, Anastasia, for formulating this. It has worked very well all last year. It smells so good. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and show you my lip combo. The lip combo that I used the most in 2019 was my Makeup Forever Limitless Brown Pencil. This is a universal pencil. It could be used for your brows. It could be used for your waterline, to smudge out a liner or a lip liner. It just is so smooth. This is my second one. It lasts a really long time. It's $18, but it is so worth it. It replaced my NYX Espresso completely. I don't even feel bad for buying an $18 lip liner because it's so good. It lasts even after your lip gloss or lipstick fades. The liner will still be there, and that's important for me because I don't have any melanin like in my lips. I have freckles and beauty marks. So this is definitely a staple in my kit. I use the Anti-Venom Liquid Matte Lipstick by Sigma Beauty, and this is just a really pretty opaque pink that goes so well on my lip. I like it because it stays pink after I mix it with the brown and then put the lip gloss on top of it, which is really important. And of course, the Marc Jacobs Cream and Sugar Lip Gloss. This is so pretty. It is so pretty. It looks one way in the container, but when it's all mixed together, it just creates the perfect gloss. So all three of these together were my favorite. I definitely will be repurchasing all of them because they're bomb. Check out. All right, so this is the final look, you guys. I hope that some of these products appealed to you because they definitely work. I can bet my bottom dollar that it would 9 times out of 10 work for you as well, and they don't break me out. They're just really good, and they last a long time. I would not steer you wrong. I use these products for an entire year, sometimes more. So let me know if you liked the video. Give me a thumbs up. It helps me more than you know, and I'll see you guys here in my next video.